The Sultan and the Caliph Episode 8. Kim, Jinmi. Arrival of Doctor. Look, midwife. How is lady? Is she? Is this newly wife from the palace? Oh. You don't know anything, I see. Come on, show me. Empress. Calm down. Take this medicine even if you are having a hard time. And I'll place acupuncture. Even if it hurts, you have to be patient. After all, there is nothing more painful than that in labor. Ah! You have been very patient. So, try your best once more. The doctor. Who is this? You stay still. Please help me with laboring. Let me know if you give birth safely. So for now, I'll just focus on laboring. Hey! I see. It's like a little bit of old man. Oh. Newly wife? No, lady. Calm down and try again. Now. One more time. Arrival of the Emperor. Chinese. Your Majesty. Are you here? Oh. Is the current atmosphere in which the Empress is laboring? Yes, Your Majesty. By the time I got home, the labor was already starting. You came early though. I was worried that you would come tomorrow. I'm glad you came though. Your Majesty. Now the Empress is having a hard time giving birth. Her basic stamina is weak, but she was addicted to it. She is suffering right now. Cry. No. The man is crying over this. Not to be auspicious. Come on, stop. It is difficult for the Empress to hear such a voice. Yes. Your Majesty. It can't be like this. I want to get rid of all the bitches who made Empress addicted. If it wasn't for that, she wouldn't have to suffer so much. I cannot forgive them. Hey, it's not that I don't know how you feel, but I don't feel good either. I can't forgive them either. But if the Empress Dowager is also involved, the story is different. I cannot punish my mother. Unfortunate, but I've barely come here today, but the Empress Dowager really doesn't want to see the imperial grandson. That's for sure. I don't know why. It's natural that grandmother wants to see her descendants. If the Empress Dowager also did something wrong, shouldn't she pay the price? Is it normal to cut off the royal lineage? It's not right to say this right now, but it's actually the Empress Dowager who destroyed your tribe. I also found out after a while. Do you and the Empress hold a grudge against me? No? What do you mean? You mean the Empress Dowager was the one who destroyed my tribe? I also thought it was right for me to be slandered, so I didn't say it until now. I've always felt sorry for the Empress. What would you think of a husband who destroyed her family? Still, the Empress has never had a bad face on me. So I was even more sorry. As her husband, I did nothing to the Empress. Make her addicted, I'm really sorry. Your Majesty. I'm glad I know the story now. The Empress would be very happy to know about this. She loves her husband, but you don't know how much burden the Empress was for that husband was the enemy of her family. I have to tell Empress right now. So that the Empress will be happy and give birth safely. Oh, now? Can you do that? Laboring room. Koguryo language. Sister. This is your brother. Would you like to know? Oh, bro. I'm out of energy right now. Calm down and listen. Sister. It was the Empress Dowager, not the Emperor, who destroyed our clan. The Emperor found out after a while. However, since the Empress Dowager did it, Emperor was just living as a sinner. We misunderstood the Emperor. Do you know? Sister. Let go of your resentment towards the Emperor, get up and give birth safely. Really? Brother. I'm really happy. I loved the Emperor and my family, so it was always painful. Now I'm really relieved. Even if I die now, I have no time to spare. No, what blasphemy are you talking about? Hurry up and get up. Now, happily, there is only one thing left to do. No, what does that mean? You mean the Empress Dowager was the one who destroyed your family? She is a very scary person. Doctor, I and sister have been misunderstanding. Still, I don't know how lucky I am that Silprit is not the emperor. My sister and I are out of the big burden. His Majesty is the one who knows why he has kept a secret until now, but so mysterious he is. Now, Empress, I'm going to put you acupuncture one more time, so please feel refreshed a little more. He is a crown prince. What? So, is this newly wife the Empress? Oops. Sin to death. This old woman did not recognize Empress and committed blasphemy. Please save me. Empress. Now. Take good care of Crown Prince. I have to examine Empress. Yes, doctor. Will there be? Now. Empress. Calm down. He's the Crown Prince. You've been waiting for so long. Do you see I'm glad that both of you are safe? Come on, Empress's brother. Please tell the Emperor. Chinese. Your Majesty. The Empress gave birth to a Crown Prince. Yes? Unbelievable. Empress. Come in. Your Majesty. You're here. Have you ever been outside? It was cold, too. You had a hard time. Unfortunately, I can't tell you how happy I am to see my son. Your Majesty. Please kill me. I'm a lowly old woman who did not even recognize the Empress and committed blasphemy. Oh, you are a midwife. Thank you for bringing the Empress. It was difficult, but the doctor worked hard. Reward everyone. Better than doctors of the Imperial Palace. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Your Majesty. You cannot stay here long. Now that you have a good look at her princely face, you must leave. Right. Empress. Please take good care of yourself. Are you planning on relaxing here? Yes. Your Majesty. I will stay here for 3 or 7 days and then return to the palace. No, fill in 100 days. Even after 100 days have passed, I will be relieved. And I visit often. Empress. You've been through a lot. I'm going to name the Crown Prince right now. Wait. Imperial Palace. Chinese. Emperor. These days, you keep going out a lot, so why do you go out so often? Empress Dowager. I am worried because the Empress is recuperating at her home. Oh, and so is the Empress. Isn't the family outing too long? Is it okay for this Empress to vacate her palace for so long? I need to say something. Empress Dowager. It's just that the Empress had become addicted in the past, so don't push herself too hard. Empress did nothing wrong. No, why does the Emperor speak like that? You are speaking as if I made her Empress ill. Is that possible? I feel guilty to the Empress for not being able to identify culprits, the addicts even then. It must be because of the lower things and the concubines. The Emperor doesn't have to worry about things like that on Queen and concubines. That matters are something to do on my own, in my job. The Emperor only cares about national affairs. Do you not want to see the heir soon, Empress Dowager? When did I grow up and get married? Don't you think it's strange that you haven't seen an heir to anyone yet? How can the Empress Dowager be so indifferent to the issue of heirs? Is that so? Emperor. As an adult of the imperial family, why shouldn't I worry about the heir? But, as I have to say now, the problem is that the Empress is also descended from Goryeo, and there are many other nobles of Manchu and Mongol tribes, and that there are not many Han Chinese concubines. We have a mission to pass on the blood of the Han Chinese. But why did the Emperor have so many barbarian women? It is unheard of for the history to be a Goryeo Empress. Have you forgotten? The Emperor, the Korea people are our Han Chinese's nemesis? Remember the insults of the previous emperors. Oh. That's right. You are now confessing your heart. Empress is descendants of Koguryo, not Goryeo. Was it because the Koguryo Empress was displeased and did not want to see her heir? So, did you kill the Empress clan altogether? To make the Empress and her brother hate me and get revenge? So you want to keep her from entering my concubine? Emperor, calm down. That's right. If that was the case, the Goryeo and Goryeo girl would have tried to take revenge on the Emperor, and if they did, they could be removed immediately, but the Goryeo girl and her brother stayed quiet for some reason. Until she becomes the Empress. So it's been a rough year. I thought that was the intention of becoming the Empress Dowager. Emperor though. I only used infertility poison. I didn't use poison to kill. I was thinking of cutting off Goryeo descendants. There can be no emperor from the Goryeo tribe. The Empress was originally weak in her stamina, and other concubines took care of her, so seeing their poison on the Empress, I thought Empress would die soon, so I let her go. The next Empress will be chosen from the Han Chinese. Empress Dowager. How do you say damn thoughts and words like that? I loved her and chose her as the Empress. And even after killing all of her family, the Empress gave me love and loyalty without a single stain on me. Today, too. What do you mean? Emperor. No way. Are you planning on punishing this mother? There is no child in the world who punishes their parents. How much less for me, the Empress Dowager. Empress Dowager. No, mother. Why the hell have you come this far? I love the Empress. And I will give birth to my son by the Empress. And I will proclaim my son, born by the Empress, as my crown prince. And I will pass on my crown. I don't like other concubines. And I hate Han Chinese concubines even more. I will execute all Han Chinese concubines chosen by mother for conspiracy to poison the Empress. I was aware of the fact that the Han Chinese concubines and mother conspired to use poison. But for the sake of mother's face, I pretended not to know. I was really sorry to the Empress, but she kept quiet. That's why I sent Empress long-term care to her brothers. Because the Imperial Palace is more dangerous. She really thought she would do anything to the Empress. But since mother admits frankly, I can't keep my mouth shut. And please be aware that I will not get Han Chinese concubines in the future. And mother must also be penalized for conspiring to poison the Empress. As your son, I will spare your life, but do not take a single step from this place. The royal palaces and eunuchs will also be restricted from entering. No one can come out of this place. All items and groceries will be brought in from outside. You can't even communicate with the outside world. I'm ordering you not to talk to anyone here. Today is my last greeting to my mother. I also have to take care of my wife and children. Isn't that the basic principle of husband? Goodbye. Mother. No? Emperor. What kind of filial piety in the world is this? Emperor. Are you sane? Do you dare do this to your mother, Empress Dowager? Did you know whose credit it was that the Emperor was able to sit on the present crown? I made the Emperor. This mother. If it's a mother. If you really love me, the woman I love, you have to protect. I can't look further than this. Hello. Empress Dowager, and crack down on the things below. And you can't talk to anyone here or bring in anything other than basic groceries and clothes. Do you understand? If you break the rules, I will be beheaded.